What's up, guys? Welcome back. The 29th of April. We're taking a look here this morning at Aerodrome Finance. Ticker symbol here would be AERO USD. This will be the US dollar pair here. Coinbase will be our price data. Guys, we're on tradingview.com for our charts. We're down 8.4% this morning, this Monday morning here on Aerodrome. We're going to take a look at a couple lower targets, potential supports, and areas to look for if price does continue much lower. Time will tell, guys. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate all of the support. But let's get rid of this watch list here. So we're looking at Aerodrome here. We have talked about a couple areas below the market as potential support, an area that got broke 2 days ago that we were concerned about. Quick recap here, guys. So we have an area at $1.36.764. This green line here represented an area of, if we go back just a couple days, we wanted to see that level hold. And we said, look, if that area does not hold, if we break below it, especially if we close below it, the odds favor bearish price action over bullish price action. That's all that means. It's just the odds now flip over to a bearish sideways to downward price action, then upward to sideways price action. And we're starting to get some more follow through with that. We had the 27th here of April be closed down. I can't see the percentage on that, but we definitely broke the 136. We had yesterday down quite a bit. We actually flipped the 136 into resistance. You can see we candle wicked up through it, closed below it. We also closed below the 128 area, which was a new level we added to the charts yesterday. And today we're continuing lower. We actually took out the lows from the 27th of April. So definitely getting that downward price action that we spoke about, that we thought might come once we broke $1.36. So things are unfortunately quite bearish here for the time being. But like I said, that was possible if we broke that 136 area. This day right here, we'll step back a couple days here. The 12th of April was at one point in the day, it was a very bullish day. And then it got bearish, and then it closed quite bearish. And this was a big whipsaw day, and that was the end right there. They took out upside and downside stops and targets, and then we had an inside day to follow, and that was it. We started to put in a lower high, and now we have lower lows. So apologize for all the negative price talking here, but like I said, we spoke about 136 and we said, look, we really don't want to see it broken. If it does, then there's a good chance we're going to be heading into some bearish price action, at least for the short term. This could change. We don't know how long this will go, one day at a time. But anyways, so we have a couple areas below the market we want to speak about here. So we're trading at 131 here this morning. We want to talk about an area. We have 82, 85.2 potential support if price gets down that far. We have one there at 84,494, and then one just below that at 79,700. So those are areas that if price starts to get down to there and find support, that's an area that maybe you could consider picking up some more shares if that's something that you're looking to do. Of course, not financial advice, guys. Also, if you look to the left hand side of your screen, there's this old consolidation here that goes back to our 12th of March through the 23rd of March, and the breakout took place on the 24th. So it was old resistance that got flipped and broke out on the 24th. So to see price pull back to an area like that and find support would be very normal before maybe some kind of a bounce. We just got another pretty large move to the downside here. as the price trades this early Monday morning. It's 4:45 on Monday morning here on the East Coast. You can see our taking out the lows here, so definitely not the greatest thing to see. But like I said, 136 was an important area that did not hold, and we're starting to get some follow through on that. Let's switch gears here real quick. We're going to talk about, we just spoke about those three price areas. We're going to talk about this not so perfect, but I did see some viewers talk about mention it. We have this little head and shoulders here, and some viewers, one viewer actually said, and he was definitely on track, about an 80% haircut from this head and shoulders. So we have the left shoulder right here, we have the head, and then we have the right shoulder, and our neckline is very close to that 136 area. So we have about $1.01, which would be our range here. So if we took away $1.01 from our 136, that's going to take us down to a target well below the market. I mean, we're pushing, I think it's about 75+% target based on that head and shoulders, that topping pattern below the market. You can see I have an arrow here pointing at the price target based on that pattern, which would bring Aerodrome down to 35 cents. So that is very bearish and unfortunate. But, you know, will it play out? We'll see. I mean, if Bitcoin doesn't get its act together and, you know, the top's already in, we're putting in lower highs. I don't know if we put in a lower low yet. We'll jump into that at the end of this video. And Bitcoin goes into a pretty large correction, you could easily see Aerodrome down, 70 to 80%. So from the 136 area, guys, we're looking at, yes, 70, call it 74, 75% lower from where we're from the neckline, which was just about at $1.36 down to our, minus $1.01, takes you down there to 35 cents for Aerodrome. That is a massive, massive drop. You could see here that area was old support back in here before the price went on to make a big run. So back in March of 24, early March, we found support at 35, and then we went on to, run for a while, topping out up there at 235. So we'll see. Like I said, we do have a couple areas of support before we make it down to that, and we'll have actually more along the way we'll add, but for right now we're just going to talk about this, the 35-cent target based on this topping pattern puts you down 74%. But like I said, the market could find support at areas above that 35-cent, before getting there. For example, like the 85.2 or the 84 or even these 79. So I just wanted to bring that up to you guys, the 74% haircut based on the topping pattern. That Aerodrome could be in play, but depends on a lot of factors like Bitcoin and what's going on. And there is no saying that the markets don't, for example, maybe today the markets put in a low and we actually start to rally. Maybe we get back above the 136 and close. If that took place, that would be bullish. If we can get back above 136 and close in the green, the bottom might be in and we might start to get a rally. If Bitcoin takes off to the upside, we could see Aerodrome easily do that. And then, there's a good chance we won't be seeing that 35-cent Aerodrome, that 74% haircut, at least for now. But the reality is we closed below 136. We said, look, we don't want to see that. We're getting follow through these past 2 days so far today. That could change. That's just what's going on. So we'll just continue to monitor it as it unfolds. We have levels to watch below down there starting at 85. And then we have a big target at 35 for Aerodrome for the head and shoulders. So you have a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, You have a neckline roughly at 136. You take the 101 minus the 136 takes you down there to just about 35 cents. So apologize for the bearish negative news here on Aerodrome, but let's just keep things in reality here. And if this thing starts to turn bullish, you know, we will cover that. We're not bears. If anything, we're more bullish than bearish, but right now the price action is not looking so hot to the upside. But hey, if you're you know, quote unquote, a long-term investor, you know, and you don't mind buying the dips, well, you're in for obviously some good deals. We're sitting down 9.91% today, but there's always a risk in buying red candles, as you know, markets can continue to drop much lower than most expect. So please make your own financial decisions, guys. So once again, Aerodrome / the USD, ticker symbol AERO USD. And this is the daily chart we're looking at, and Coinbase is where the price data is coming from here. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. And before we wrap this video up, guys, Bitcoin still finding support at 62,206.75. That's this yellow line on the chart. We traded through it. We are back above it. We still are in a higher low. That is good to see. We have a lower low. We have a lower high. But so far, we have a higher low. You know, if we'll see if it holds or not. And then, you know, we would look for a rally up, which can be a strong move higher into a higher high, taking out our most recent high. You know, we don't know if that'll happen or not, but we're right in the center now. We could rally higher, or we could continue lower, putting in lower lows, and that would be very bearish and more than likely take Aerodrome down double-digit %. So time will tell. Guys, thanks for watching. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us here on the channel. All links down below. Does help support the channel. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Good luck out there. Please make your own financial decisions. You guys take care.